Mother's Day, and welcome to Danny the Demon Slayer channel.
Hello, YouTube people. What is going on with y'all today? I'm coming to you from Atlanta, Georgia, and I just wanted to make this special video right here. There is nobody upon this earth that is more special to me than my mother. And I want to wish every one of you mothers out there a happy Mother's Day. And if nobody tells you that, I just did. And I want you to know that I love you, and thank you for all the care that you have done for your children through the years, if they're grown up, if they're babies, and if they're adolescent. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything that you do. For my mother, Mom, I love you. My mom has always been like Peter in the Bible. She has been my rock and my foundation. My mom has always been in my corner when it comes to prayer. She prays and prays and prays for me, and I not only know it, but I feel it. I can feel her prayers even when she's speaking them. I feel them, and it's the most healing thing you'd ever want to know about. If you don't have that feeling, I don't know what to tell you. I feel it from my mom. I mean, my mom says how many times she's praying for me, but I can feel her prayers. And, you know, the protection that comes from my angels is also through my mother. My dad, he was the one that I counseled with. He counseled me in most ways. Both of my parents were very essential in my life. But my mom was my rock. I don't feel like I could have told her everything, and she doesn't even want to hear everything. But my dad did, and you know, my dad, I already told you about him. But my mom was totally different. My mom, like when it came to encouraging me, my mom would be able to get me up on my toes and start walking in the right direction. Let's just put it that way. My mom's the one that did that to my dad also. My dad was not going to church when I was younger. And, you know, I guess he just felt like he wasn't good enough for the scene, or I don't really know. But I remember the times that he didn't go when I was younger, and then my mom got him on his toes and he started going in the right direction. And there was one point in my life I can remember my dad saying, you know that you know that you know that you know. He knew where he was going. He knew that he was going to go to heaven eventually one day. And that's just a great feeling, but it's all attributed to my mother. My mother was the one that got my dad motivated. And then when he caught the fire and he was lit up, there wasn't any stopping him. He you know, he led our family. And everything was beautiful from that point on. You know, like I said, I don't want to be negative, but you know, there were a few times that my sisters used to make fun of my mom and this and that, and I didn't like it, and neither did my dad. And you know, I spoke on it, and now hopefully my sisters have learned, and I'm sure they have, because they spend a little bit more time with my mom now that my dad is gone. And they used to, you know, tear her up. And it broke my mom's heart, you know. My mom's from Michigan, and they speak a little bit differently than where we're from. You know, my younger sister was born in New York, but she was raised in Florida, just like me and my older sister. And you know, my dad's from New York and my mother is from Detroit. So my mom, she basically grew up in Florida also. So my dad's really the only one that didn't grow up in Florida. He grew up in New York. But my mom's still from Detroit, Michigan, and she learned the language there before she left. So there's certain words that she could say that they don't say down in Florida. And you know, my sisters would get on to her all the time, and it's really a big hassle. Just let my mom say what she wants to say, you know. She's a beautiful person, and that's all that matters, right? But you know, people can be harsh at times, and they really need to realize that they're not doing any good by being negative towards somebody, and especially when it has to do with your mother. So Mom, I want to give you a big hug and tell you that I love you. I love you. And all you mothers out there, once again, I want to say thank you. Because there's a lot of kids out here that are raised by their mother. And the father's long gone and hasn't been around for ages. And the mother is really the backbone of the family. And you know, I just want to tell all of you all that I love you. Love yourself, love God, and by all means love each other, people. Until the next time, love, peace, and soul.